Hey, what's up with y'all? I'm about to make this video about what to expect when you become an Amazon delivery driver. So, first things first, you aren't working directly for Amazon. You're working for a DSP. That's a third-party company that has a contract with Amazon. So you're working for them. Yes, you get the Amazon branded uniform, the vans, you go to the warehouse, do everything there. All right, cool. But at the end of the day, you work for the DSP. So with that being said, they always hiring. DSPs, wherever you are, they're always hiring. I would prefer to go on Indeed. Just type in Amazon delivery driver, you're gonna find a list. It's too many to choose from. Just pick which one that you see that sounds appealing to you or that sounds good to you. Do the application, they're gonna call you back. Well, when I applied, it took me like 3 days to get a call back. So I was like, all right, cool. You gotta pass the drug test, you gotta have a clean driving record. And that's all you really need to get that job, really. Next thing, whenever you go through the process of whatever drug test and everything, they run your license and driving record. They gonna tell you to go up to the warehouse, you're gonna watch a couple training videos, and you gotta take the actual driving test there. You have like cones set up, you get in the van, they tell you to do a certain maneuver or whatever, you gotta do what they say. And if you do mess up, you don't gotta take it as serious. Well, I would say take it serious, but you don't gotta beat yourself up about it. And I'm like, okay, just try it again until you get it. Once you get it, you good, you green, you on about your day, about your business, and boom, you're gonna be hired on to work at the DSP. You will be on your feet all day, probably 10 hours a day. Who knows? Depends how long your route is. There's some people who will get done before you. Hopefully, they'll send you a rescue if you're behind, or they'll just send a rescue to help you out, you know? So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't rush yourself. Don't let anybody tell you, hey, like you're like 20 stops behind, we need you to hurry up. Don't do that. No matter what they say, bro, just take your time, because you're gonna burn yourself out. You might hurt yourself, be too tired, you know, then you're gonna stress yourself out, this, that, and the third. When you first start, like the first week or two, say like the first 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna give you a nursery route. A nursery route is where you have about like 70 to 100 stops, something like, not too many packages, something just to get you, you know, get used to the workflow, how every day go, you know, just do what you gotta do. And when you get up to the third week, they gonna bump you up to a normal route. At my DSP, normal routes really consist of like 130 stops to like 180. Depends on the area. Some people might see like 120 stops, like, oh, I'm finna have a smooth down, be done in a couple hours. It depends on the area. And also, if it's like 120 or something like that, most likely you have an apartment route and a business route. With apartments, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's tough, it's stressful. Unless the apartments have a mail room or they got lockers where you could put the packages. Thankfully, the apartments I normally go to, they got a package room, so I could just go in there, scan the little packages, and put everything where it goes. They'll have like certain apartment buildings set up, boom, boom, boom. So you just, you know, yeah. Hey, and this shit ain't no joke, bro, because this weather, whatever the weather is outside, that's what you got to deal with. So if it's rainy, make sure you have like a poncho or something. If it's hot, make sure you stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. That's the main key. Because if you out here not drinking no water or anything, you don't want to pass out in this heat. You don't want to get no heat exhaustion. You definitely don't want a heat stroke. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to die on the clock. Nobody wants to die, especially while they at work. That's a terrible combination. That's a horrible way to go out. Always be alert. Just make sure you're aware of your surroundings. If you don't feel safe, don't take that risk. You know, yeah, if you don't feel safe, man, you don't have to deliver the package. Just tell your DSP, hey, I don't feel safe here, boom, 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 here's why, da, 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 da. hopefully 9 times out of 10 they'll tell you, okay, return the package. That's if they really care about you. SP, they say we would rather have a van full of packages come back rather than y'all, you know what I'm saying, hurt, dead, or whatever, because our safety is first. Some DSPs, don't really care. So thankfully, I'm with a company. They really care about their employees. Pack your lunch. You might get hungry. We all get hungry. Just pack a nice lunch, because you don't want to be out there on an empty stomach. You might be cranky. Yeah, you know how we get when we hungry. We get upset with, we get irritated with the smallest things, and yeah, that's not fun. Another thing that you should be prepared for, I ain't gonna hold you, you might get stuck somewhere. It happened to me a couple of times where I'm delivering on dirt roads and I just get stuck in some sand. I just have to sit for like a good hour or so till somebody come and get me out the sand or whatever. Tires pop, they'll go flat on you. Counter people who are rude. Sometimes you really got no control over that, but you know, just keep a straight mind, bro. Just keep a clear mind. Don't pay them no mind. Don't feed into it. Just deliver your package. Go on about your day. Because they're irrelevant. They ain't, man, fuck what they talking about. You will be on the road with assholes. You know, some people can't drive. And some people, you know, you got to drive a speed limit because you got a camera watching you and the road at the same time. They track your speed and everything. If you're driving speed limit, there will be some people behind you mad because you driving speed limit, and they gonna either honk the horn or they gonna drive around you and cut you off. Like, you just got to deal with that sometimes. As a thing for dogs, like, people, they'll have their dogs out. Some people don't really, you know, they don't really train their animals. So yeah, you got to be aware of that sometimes, because yeah, these people really just be wilding. And if you do, you could download the Flex app on your phone. That's the app we use to deliver the packages with. We scan them, take pictures, this, that, and the third. Cool. Whatever. If your phone end up dying, your work phone, I hate using my personal phone for the Flex app sometimes because I don't want to use my personal phone. You might have to use your personal phone, so be prepared for that, because sometimes you might get like a janky charger, it don't work, or you might have a phone, it won't charge. So be prepared for that. I don't really see this as a career. I'm seeing it as a job that I'm getting more experience for. I'm using this as leverage to get into other things, you know? So some people might see it as a career. I don't. Yeah, man. So if you do want to work for Amazon, that's a couple things to expect. I didn't really prepare for this video. I'm just going off the top because this is something that I prepped myself for when I first started here. I'm like, all right, here's what to expect. If I tell somebody, if somebody came up to me and asked me what to expect working for Amazon, this is exactly what I tell them. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all for running up that last video. We almost had 1,000 views. It's crazy. I was not expecting that video to be like that. But yeah, man. Make sure y'all follow my socials in the description, and my other YouTube channel. We almost at 6,000 subs. If you need beats, if you're a rapper, singer, YouTuber, you need YouTube beats or anything like that, feel free, hit me up, and we could work something out, man. But until next time, I'm gonna rock with y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all take it easy.